Hey everybody, and welcome back to Catherine's Plates. It's evening time and we are ready for a quick soup. I'm going to make a hamburger vegetable soup. The weather is gorgeous outside right now for us in Southeast Texas, so we're going to take advantage of that with the first soup of the season. It's fall. We're considering that right now. So I've got a large pot. We're just going to put it over a medium-high heat. There we go. And then I've got 1 pound of ground beef. We're going to add that. We're going to start breaking that down and browning it up. Got my meat chopper. Now I'm going to start flavoring up the ground beef. So as it's browning up, we're going to add an onion that I'm going to dice up. Get the flavors rocking and rolling inside there. It's our 1 pot soup. Really fast put together. Go in your pantry and dig everything out like I did. I went into the freezer and the refrigerator also. Thomas was helping.
Little bit.
He's here. There he is.
Yay for Thomas.
He cannot wait for the first soup of the season.
Heck yeah, I love soup.
Yeah. We got a lot of them in mind for you guys, so stay tuned. All right, this onion, I'm really having a hard time getting peeled here.
Well, that's what editing's for.
There we go. All right. All right, so I just took off both ends, peeled off the outer layer. I'm just going to slice the onion. We're going to have nice big chunks here because it'll melt down into the soup.
How many of y'all like nice big chunks of onion? Raise your hand.
Wave at us. All right, that's good right there. I like big pieces of onion in soup.
We like it rustic.
Rustic. Is that rustic enough for you guys?
Yeah, except for what you just dumped on the stove.
Oh, did I? Oh, there it went.
You did. Man overboard.
All right, let's add that to the ground beef. Get that flavor in there going. I got a few garlic cloves that I minced up right here. And then we're going to add some flavor of onion powder. That'll help that onion right there. We got the garlic powder. That'll enhance that garlic right there. We've got some pepper. Y'all see all that? And we've got the salt. And we're going to be using some orzo in our soup today. So we're going to cook that in there. And of course, we're going to have some broth and some flavors going on. And we got lots of veggies going in, so stay tuned for that.
It's going to be a stick to your ribs soup.
Yeah, we're excited. I love ground beef hamburger soup with vegetables in it. You can put potatoes in it, or you can do the pasta like we're gonna do right here. Now, an orzo is like a rice-shaped pasta. You'll get all in that soup.
It'll plump up. You got to be careful.
It will. All right, once we get this ground beef all browned up, I'm going to bring you back. Okay, the ground beef is all browned up and the onions are nice and softened down. What we're going to do is just push this off to the side. And then I'm going to put some paper towels in and get some of that liquid and excess grease out. You don't want that in your soup. It'll be swimming around in there. Ugh. We don't need that flavor. We're going to add our own flavor. So get that out. There we go.
I like that flavor.
No, he doesn't.
I'm going to suck on that paper towel.
Okay, now I'm going to add in my garlic. You want to cook that down for about 1 minute. And then we're going to start seasoning this up with some garlic powder right across the top. About 1/4 to 1/2 teaspoon, whatever you like. Some onion powder, same thing. We're going to put in some black pepper. I'm going to go in. That looks good. Yep. And we're going to go in with a little bit of salt. We're going to season later, so that look good?
Yep.
Here we go. Okay, this is like a dump and go soup. Let me tell you, we're going to dump it all in. Then we're going to cook it down until all the vegetables are nice and tender. And the pasta, or if you're putting potatoes in it, those are cooked down and nice and tender. All right, we're going to start adding everything right now. I've got a 1/4 cup of orzo. That's going in. I've got some squash that I cut up because that was in my refrigerator. That looks good. Got a bell pepper, any color you got. So I'm going to cut this down into manageable pieces. This is kind of everything and your kitchen sink soup, or everything that you can get into your stove there.
I was gonna say.
All right, I think this is going to be plenty of the pepper here. It'll soften down. Be nice and yummy. Boop. All right. Oh, I found a can of green beans. I drained them. Y'all know Thomas is giving me that look like, really? All right, is that enough?
You put in what you want.
He said put them in. All right, they're going in. Okay, I'm going to put in some frozen broccoli that I found in my freezer. Yeah, I'll fill it up. Leftover hamburger vegetable soup is one of our favorites. Oh, the next day. Okay, now you can put tomatoes in here, like from the can, diced tomatoes. If you want to do that, I would put 1 can, plus have 14 ounces. I'm using the Rotel because it has green chilies in it with the tomatoes. Now this is a large can. I'm going to put half of that in.
And it's mild. It's
Yeah.
not the hot.
Yep. So we'll put that in right there. Save the rest for a recipe.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go in with some beef broth. Whew. Now, this was the 50% less sodium. Like I said, we're going to go back and we'll check for seasonings. Now, if I would have had some corn, I would have put that in here also. I'm going to turn my heat to a high, get that going. We're going to taste for seasonings. Ooh, look at that, you guys. Doesn't that say fall? Mm-hmm.
Says yummy to me no matter when it is.
Yep. All right. Grab a spoon and we're going to taste and see what we need to add to this. Ooh, I love that Rotel in there. That is delicious. Want to grab a spoon and try?
If you insist.
That is delicious. I think I might double up on the seasonings. Tell me what you think.
Oh yeah, you need to
Season?
Yeah,
Season? All right. I wasn't generous enough, y'all.
No, you weren't.
All right, we're going to go back in with garlic, some onion powder, and then we're going to put in some black pepper. Boo! Booyah!
Just
And
a pinch more
pinch
salt.
of salt. Boop! There we go.
That'll be good.
And that'll be good.
That'll be good.
We're going to bring this to a boil, then we're going to allow it to simmer. This is going to be a chunky soup.
Mm-hmm. My favorite kind.
Now, when I say that all recipes are very interchangeable, I have the vegetable hamburger soup in my cookbook, volume 2, and the hamburger vegetable soup. And in this recipe, I used frozen tortellini. And almost everything is the same except I used Italian seasoning in there. But you can change the seasonings up. You can add like a potato, or you can do a pasta, or, you know, like the tortellini here. So you can find this one in my cookbook, volume 2, and I have a volume 1, 3, and a dessert cookbook right there. And we're working on the final editing of our 5th cookbook, which we're really excited about. And that one is it's all about dinners. So, and it's got all of our favorite dinner recipes in there, new ideas, and also low carb will be in there also if you're interested. All right, let's check this soup out. Y'all, 20 minutes. Look at this. Oh, let's get some of that broth. Now, I did add an additional 2 cups of the beef broth to the soup here while it was cooking, because I was kind of worried that just the 4 cups would go into those vegetables and then we would just have a meal and not a soup. But anyway, look at this. Yeah, it looks really delicious. All right, I'm going to give that a try for you. All right, we got to dive in. Woo, look at that bite. Let's give that a try. Y'all, that broth, You got Rotel? Y'all use that. Okay, that's delicious. Ooh, that'll warm you up. Yep. And the orzo was cooked all the way through. Wow, that is a good soup. Y'all, it's very low carb. It all depends on, you know, what you put in it as far as the potato, pasta, or anything like that. So just keep an eye on that for your carb count. All right, you guys, I mean, if you take the pasta and the potato out of the soup, that is a really good low carb soup for you. All right. All right, 2 thumbs up on this one. We threw this one together. Lickety split tonight. We had a lot of things going on, but we had time to put this one together. All right, you guys, it was 20 minutes in the pot if I didn't tell you that. We let it simmer for 20 minutes. All right, you guys, we'll see y'all on the next episode. Bye. What's in your hamburger vegetable soup?